of the 28-day challenge. And as I say, day 8 of the 28-day challenge. And it's an easy one for me. What was it that brought me to be doing what I'm doing now? Easy. On the 30th of November in 1999, having worked for some 7 years in the NHS at Gulson Road Hospital, I was sacked. Now, when you consider that doctors kill people and don't get sacked, I must have been doing something really, really awful. And in the eyes of the NHS, I was. I wasn't taking suitable patient notes. Let me tell you why. See, I worked in a physiotherapy department, and the physiotherapists, great people, would spend 20 minutes with a patient on a machine, and then they would blank out 20 minutes to write up their notes. I worked in the exercise department of the physiotherapy section, and we're the senior first physiotherapist, blah, blah, blah. I ran what was called the Back to Life scheme, where for something like 4 years, we had run a 6-day course or a 6-week course for patients with chronic back pain. And we've been very successful. So successful that we've taken the waiting list for patients from doctor to physiotherapists down to virtually nil. When we took over, it was at 30 weeks. So we must have been doing something right. Okay. The thing is, we saw 18 to 20 patients in the morning and the afternoon. So we were seeing 40 patients a day. And that meant that if we were to write up patient notes, it would probably take us the rest of the week to write them up. And so it was that we made bare patient notes. They were good enough to get by, but not good enough for the management. They closed down the whole department and they left me to run a smaller exercise department virtually on my own. But I still had 8 to 10 patients coming in over an hour. And I was expected to ask all of them how they felt. Well, consider you've had chronic back pain for 5 years and a person in the hospital asks you how you feel. You're going to tell them and tell them and tell them. And I had to write it down for all of them. And then I had to write down the exercises that I gave them. And then I had to write down the exercise I planned to give them on their next visit. And then I had to ask them how they felt when they went out. Well, you've just done exercise after years of chronic back pain. And everyone told me how they felt when they left. And I had to write it all down. And I didn't, not very well. I didn't have time. I didn't go there to write notes. I went there to work with patients, and so I was sacked. But I did have lots of experience in exercise. So I went self-employed and I started Balance Health and Fitness. And it was a business where I visited business owners, business properties, and offered an exercise and massage program to the staff. And for many years, it went very well. But of course, we had the 2008 crash, the 2012 crash, and every time I built it up, it was shot down again. But what I had been doing all the way through that time was networking, talking to people, being confident, standing up in front of a live audience. And that's what got me to where I am now. So, have a great day. See you tomorrow. Take care.